What's good gauge for national traffic volumes for lead gen when local traffic numbers aren't accurate on revealing 100K plus? My lead gen is ranking well, but the calls aren't here. Well, listen, there's a certain amount of it that I believe it comes with a little bit of gut. And some of that gut is, and this is some of the ways that I go about this. So for those of you guys that are just tuning in or don't know this, local search volumes are never on. So meaning like if you go use a tool, they're generally like grossly off. In fact, I would have probably missed out on some of my biggest deals if I looked at the keyword research tool and I'd look at a specific niche and it would say, hey, this gets like 280 searches. And then come to find out, I was getting 2,000 phone calls. So there's a couple different ways you can go about this. Number one, I like to call it just like the common sense test. Common sense test is like, let's just say it was carpet cleaning for the sake of this example. I would fire in carpet cleaning into the keyword tool on a national level. And then what I would do is, let's say it has 500, it says it has 550,000 searches a month or whatever. I would start looking at my population and I would start extrapolating the numbers down based on my population size, right? So what does that 550,000 of the whole entire US, what does that break down to based on the population area size I'm in? And again, it's never going to be perfect. There's also other variables you got to keep in mind. One of those variables, like let's say you're doing like snow removal, okay? And snow removal, obviously in Southern California, you're never going to have any search for that. So if you use that national strategy, then you're going to have to get smart about, well, you're really knocking out millions of people in LA, millions of people in Southern Cal or whatever, right? So those are some ways to do it. The other really good way, Kathy, that you can do this is go take an AdWords, go take an AdWords coupon or just throw $100 of AdWords money at something and do like that one-to-one strategy. I think Abdul and Chance talk about it a lot, but basically you just pick one AdWords word. So like if it was carpet cleaning, right? Because AdWords, you can basically draw your radius of where you're able to advertise that. You just take that one word. You wouldn't take all the different matches, just one singular word. And you'd run an AdWords, $100 at it and kind of see what that type of volume of click-throughs are getting you. That's another really good way to kind of, I call it poking a market and identifying if there's going to be some call volume there. I don't know the niche that you're talking about, Kathy, but oftentimes there's niches that are seasonal. Maybe, HVAC, AC units go out more in the summertime, and that's when a lot of those are getting fixed. Or, pest control maybe during the wintertime is not as hot as it might be during the summertime. Just look at the seasonality of what you're doing as well. I really do like the AdWords strategy where you can test a number of the keywords that you're looking at and it'll kind of give you a roadmap. Another cool strategy, by the way, is, and I know people hate AdWords Express, but a cool strategy is take AdWords Express, even though it's not the most cost-effective solution for running AdWords, and run a $50 or $100 coupon or $100 of your own money at it. Google is going to pick the words that they're going to put you in front of. Of course, they want to spend your money. And so you'll start to get a roadmap really quickly of all the words that Google's saying, these are the words that people are searching for in this industry. They have that data, they have that knowledge, and they're going to serve you up in those specific areas. So that's a really, really good strategy to kind of identify a marketplace and what words Google has seen through their search queries are actually getting the eyeballs and the searches. I love that strategy from a road mapping standpoint. I know, like I said, people don't necessarily love AdWords Express, but that's a really good way to utilize it. Okay?